Well, back to school season means schedules, homework, and a whole lot more for busy families, but it also can be a good time to get health and fitness as a family priority. Our personal trainer, Tony Maslin, loving our new set, is here.
This is beautiful.
Isn't it cool?
This is awesome.
It was nothing, really.
I know. Just made a couple little
Just a little tweak here and there. We're pretty proud of it, too. So what do we need to be thinking about?
Well, first of all,
of
I love back to school.
Well, I know you do.
And
he's got like 800 kids.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like a bad parent because I get excited that my kids are going back to school, but no, it really means more structure, more routine.
Exactly.
Some set times of day where certain things have to happen. So some things that I have found. I have 6 kids. 5 of them are in school now, so it's wonderful. But the younger ones, especially the grade school age, they're sitting still most of the day. So when they get off the bus at the end of the day, man, they need to move, they need to run. So a couple of my kids really like video games. We're part of that world too, but what I found is if I will go outside with them when they get home, if I'll play catch with a football, or if we'll go for a walk, they'll go out there too. So as parents, it's important that we're modeling the behavior we want our kids to do.
That's so important.
They're going to do what they see us doing. And another thing that I've really learned just from little things like walks around the neighborhood or playing catch or little things like that is, I'm not a child psychologist. I don't even play one on TV. But what I have learned is my kids are more likely to talk to me about different things from their day if we're moving, if we're active, if we're doing something, than if I just, how was your day? Fine. What'd you do? Nothing. But if we're walking, then stories will come up. Or if we're playing catch, hey, Dad, guess what I did? Whatever, which I know as a parent is a very valuable thing for me. So it's really important for me to put my phone down, put things away, and then go outside and be active with the kids.
Well, that's just a part of that. That's a healthy component piece because having that conversation and that connection with your family is as important as taking the walk.
Absolutely. And it doesn't have to be hours, It can be 10 or 15 minutes, but it's so valuable there. And then the other thing I always stress this time of day is now, parents, that you're getting back to a set routine, plug that time for yourself into that routine as well. Even if it's a walk, it's a workout, it's meeting friends to work out, it's a yoga class, something where you can just kind of shut things off. But this is a great time, since you know how most of your day is going to go, it's a great time to get back in your routine of consistent exercise as well.
Well, I think having this time of year, as you pointed out, is we're back on schedule, and it's much easier in my mind to set a schedule and add a new thing to it for myself, for the workout.
Absolutely, because now so many more things are structured. They have to get on the bus at this time, they get off the bus at this time, you go to work at this time. And so it's easy to know a consistent time, 2 or 3 times a week, where you can get some exercise in.
Well, I know people, and you hear this every day because it's what you do. I don't have time.
Right.
I don't have time to go to the gym. So what's your answer to the I don't have time to go to the gym?
Well, you got time to walk around your neighborhood. You got time to go out in your yard. So start with what you have. So even if it's a 10-minute walk, take a 10-minute walk. But I think if you really look at your calendar and you break everything down, you do have time. How much time are you scrolling, a couple miles on Facebook? That's not as much cardio as we would like it to be. How much time are you watching TV? How much time are you doing things that really aren't productive? You're busy, but not necessarily productive. So if you really take a look at the time that you have and look at your schedule, you can find 2 or 3 times a week where you got 20 or 30 minutes where you can do something active on purpose.
How about talking to the audience about cumulative exercise?
Sure.
Because I think people think, I can't do a half hour on a treadmill or a walk outside.
Yeah, take a 10-minute walk in the morning, take a 10-minute walk over your lunch hour, and take a 10-minute walk when you get home. There's 30 minutes of cardio activity right there, so it doesn't have to happen all at once. For most of us, we're not training to get up on a stage in our swimsuit anytime. We're training for life. We want to be healthy. We want to feel good. We want to be able to do all the things that we like to do and feel good while we do it. And so consistency is going to be a lot more important than intensity for you. You don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a perfect workout. You just need to do something. And if you're doing something 3 or 4 days a week, and a year from now you're still doing something 3 or 4 days a week, you're going to be pretty happy with where you are and how you've progressed.
And that's so important to remember. People get overwhelmed by the idea of running a marathon or whatever else it is, rather than going, just do a little bit, do something.
And that's why when you look on Instagram, you look on a lot of social media, it's so frustrating because there's more information available now than ever. We have more people who are out of shape now than ever because it's almost information overload. And people don't need a burpee backflip. Right. Most people don't need it. It's really cool to watch, but you need to get great at the fundamentals. So do what you can where you are and get better today.
As always, thank you, Tony.
My pleasure.
We'll be back with more Lifestyles right after this and a final check of the weather.